I'm sorry, I saw something that scared me. So I just saw Bingo bent. And I did. I thought that was. I hate myself. Uh, okay, so what we're going to be doing is getting. We are going to get more axolotls and and I believe more frogs. And then tomorrow, I've decided. Oh, I don't need to get frogs. I only need to get axolotl and probably get some fish. I need 232 for the fish. I will watching on. I'm trying to think if I should. There wasn't on. I had a video I wanted to watch, and guess what happens? I got told, like, hey, there's a video by Taylor Wen that did pretty poorly. And I looked, and I'm like, oh, it's the one I watched already. Which we watched a while ago, which was her being salty that. Wait, it would like. She was getting salty because of basically the someone should do it video, and that sort of kind of made me mad. Whoop. Come on, legendary. No, the worst one. But I was watching that, and it just irritated me, man. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here. Hey, Axel. Hey, Axel. I'm gonna capture you now. But I was watching that, and it just irritated me. It just irritated me. Because I was like, oh, it's a big video. I think it's gonna be about this. I look at it, it's the video I watched. But I saw that. I saw a little bit. I saw like the Mr. Beast Team Water thing where people were mad at him. And I just don't give it. Like, I don't hate Mr. Beast. I think I was watching the people talking. They're like, he's evil. He evil. Guys. You know who evil? You ever heard of Mr. Beast? And I'm like, dude, I generally don't care how he uses money. Like, I don't like the criticism that I keep getting. Because there's like one criticism that ticks me off. And the same one, it's like, oh, why did you not spending money here? I'm like, dude, one, you don't know what he's doing. You should be happy that he donated money instead of like buying a yacht. Buying a yacht and then immediately destroying Canada. Like, I generally don't like people who go in and they're like, but guy, Mr. Beast is evil because, like, he's doing this. And then you look and it's like some guy who never spent $1. And by the way, they're all the same type of people. I realized this, like, really funnily. Like, I have seen more socialists, and this is going to sound a little controversial, but it's a funny thing. But it's the funny thing, guys. Why are... Okay, cool. How much do I have? Oh, I only have that many. But like it's the funny one. It like, how many like socialists like actually donate to charity? Because Like, I saw Sean the Black comment. I'm like, dude, like, I don't give a, like, Hassan, yeah, Hassan probably doesn't donate money to a lot of charities. And he probably didn't donate money to Team Water because, like, I saw the video and I kind of like it, this theory, and it makes sense. Like, a lot of socialists don't want, like, the big capitalist guy donating money and being a philanthropist. And they won't donate their own money because then it'd be a hypocritical goal. And it sounds wrong, but I think it's true. Because I've never seen a socialist have that issue with other, like, that a socialist have that issue with a capitalist. It always the other way around. But, like, I was watching that. But I had a video, I wanted to do that. I was waiting for the iDubbbz video. Because I genuinely wanted to watch that one. Because he making one, basically he had a big freak out. I think his wife had a big freak out. I have to be clear on that. Because, like, she doing OF again, and I'm like, I don't give a... Yeah. I like the fact that I have to be like, I'm winning. Son, I don't think I'm winning anymore. But, like, it's the same thing, in my opinion. Like you're mine. Invisible. You're on the street. You're on the street, Invisibug. You're also on the street, Invisible. But, like, it's the same thing. It's the same point. Like, literally, they're, like, video talking about... But they don't support him because he makes money and he's popular. And, like, they have to justify stealing money from him. But, okay, I'll play iDubbbz. I'm talking about iDubbbz. iDubbbz made the video, like, because his wife is doing OnlyFans again. And people were making fun of her for being an OF model. Which is your God-given... But, like, he's like, oh, they're all in... I'm like, dude, you want to know the funny part about it? If you know the historical concept, like, succubus or a thing, like, the logical way, not the... You'll learn that, like, you don't want to call your wife that, man. You don't want to call your wife that. Like, it's way more funnier if... By the way, if you call your wife that, isn't it being STD? Because back in the historical days, if your wife was getting sick, it's because, oh, she actually was that. But the whole point was, it was like, let's say you were going into the midnight with a midnight worker, which everyone could tell you what that means. And then, like, you go to a lady of the night or a adult worker. That. Dude, I'm getting a lot of Invisibugs. Like, damn, wow. I got like the 8 Invisibugs I need. That actually is pretty good though. But basically the whole point was it let me force that. But it's so much more. Oh, I thought that was this. But like when people do that, I'm like, don't. It, like, dude, like, you have to explain that to your wife now. But like, funny, he started doing that. I'm like, dude, in no reality, a person called their wife that. No reality. But I was watching that and I'm like, dude, no one cares anymore. Like, I'm gonna tell people something. Like, I 100% will not care after like the Hassan Piker lore drops about him. I'm just mad because like literally he's the guy on Twitch who doesn't get banned. And I like doing the parallel. He like the people who like they go out basically like being a complete jerk, like probably got yelled at. Like you know what, Karen and their kids, that way Hassan Pike, it's like that, but they don't get punished. I was trying to steal kill. Oop, I see you. Like that. Like, I just genuinely I just don't like it's funny, I'll say it. We're gonna see way worse soon. I'm downloading a video after this, which will probably take me a couple minutes to find on Twitch. If it didn't get deleted, I'm gonna post it, and I'm not gonna post it in entirety, but I have I generally want to do idea for a video, and I have to be like smart about it because I have a narrative, and this narrative, okay. The narrative I'm going for, it gonna affect a couple bread tubers. One, I'm not going to say who. It's Sean the it's Sean the Black. Well, I actually found his DNA test, and guess what, guys? He Norwegian. No, I'm joking, guys. But I have an idea for a video, and this idea is going to what? Did I? Okay, cool. But idea for a video I had was going to be like a decent video. It's just going to be, it won't be a good video. I just want to make this so I have evidence of what I was going to talk about. Because the idea of the video is that, you know, Hassan, it basically will be, it's going to be two parts. It's going to be one part, and then I want a reaction before the second. Because I know the narrative I'm aiming for, and the narrative involves a reaction. Because I have the idea, I have the plan for it. It's going to be a video on like the consequence. Okay, it's going to sound political, but I need to do this for drama. Like, and they're going on a second drama or something. But basically, I don't want to be drama. I want to be like funny variety, but like I want this video to come out, and I either have to make it or force someone else to make it, because the idea is there's the couple VODs I need to download, which I've been delaying, and I need to still see if the guy like has them and he didn't delete them, because like it's generally a big accomplishment for this small channel that I'm taking a VOD and doing it for my own purpose. But the guy doesn't do VODs. Okay, I'm putting a small complaint. I don't like any of the Twitch people, man. Do YouTube. Keep your VODs. Download them. Do whatever. Please just put them, because like these bread tubers don't post any VODs. The guy I had to find the person I want to talk about through another VOD, because this individual deletes them constantly. Like, it was 2 VOD, by the way, but like it still irritates me. And then I have to make sure this 2 VODs are not deleted. I checked, like, luckily they're still around. But like, it's the one genuine complaint I have about it. It's like the one complaint I have about it, and the only thing I kind of want to have, because I think it's sort of important to talk about, but like no one is, because it's sort of old. But I think it's good to bring up, and once I do, I have to do like stuff. So like, okay, it's an old VOD from 2023. YouTuber went to a place, none of the people were masked, and basically my argument is that this would not deal that the people there are going to pretty much get expelled. Like, would have probably been expelled at any other school. Yeah, are we good with this? Wait, I think that how many I need actually? Is that how many I actually need? I need 83. Yeah, we're just gonna siphon like you, and then siphon you, and then max you. So I get 2 more. Yeah, but as I was saying, basically I have this video idea. The whole point is to basically bring light to this whole entire thing of it have to be, I don't want to make it political, but this is the issue I'm facing. It have to be, because what I'm talking about is controversial and political, and like it's cringe. It's like cringe. I don't want to, but to call out a YouTuber, I have to bring up this one politics thing. Like, this is the issue with most drama I'm seeing now. Like, the Ethan Destiny and all that. It makes commentary sort of hard. Like, I'm being completely honest. Like, I don't want to talk about a conflict in the Middle East, because literally Hassan Parker have to be about it. Like, this is why I think the retrospective, like, in like a couple, like in 2 years, will be interesting, because everyone will be like Hassan Piker comment on Israel-Palestine was very lackluster with the information we knew now. Like, people didn't like him at the time, and from some, I'm dying. They called him weird and also very bad Like, someone did a retrospective, they point out, like, no one likes Hassan Piker views. Like, if Lily Tina, I'm making this point. Like, Lily Tina, everyone doesn't like her. The Republican who hate trans don't like her. Like, no one likes her. And, like, every time people talk about it, they're all like, no one likes Lily Tina. We all know that, right? Like everyone doesn't like her. Like you guys are defending her, but like secretly, nobody likes what she's doing. Like, Republicans, you could make an argument they took it far, but like, come on. Someone who would complain so much doing actual stereotype. If this was a South Park episode, like, literally, like, if it was like a parody show, like some, like, here's the funny part, because I know this for a fact, because I've been seeing, like, nobody was saying in, like, any right-wing spear, and I know this, because I think it was funny, until Lily Tina, that, like, this would be an issue. It's generally one of the funniest things I seen about this. If like, like, the whole drama happened, and then, like, everyone was like, you know what? Lily Tina is really bad. Republican, like, oh, because of this. Everyone else. Could it be because, like, this one thing, like, how she making us look like we're all this, and she popular? But I think that gonna be Hassan after, like, this whole drama. It turns out, and there probably is a lot more. There probably is a lot more for what it is. Let me check one thing. So I need 5. Okay, 92 times 5, but divided by 2. Oh, 230. Cool. I need 230 of these. But if like the only thing I think, like, retrospectives will go into about the whole thing, they will literally be like, because I have, like, an interesting point, and I have a video on this. And I think at a point that have to be made, because right now I'm seeing, like, somewhat in some of the spirits I listen to, not like them. Like, I would even say, from what I've been hearing, nobody likes, like, because the idea I have with basically talking about, like, activists like this that are hurting the cause, and not meant to be political, but meant to be like a call out to Twitch streamers who are using that to boost their credibility by making it Santa thing to talk to, not even like journalists but we're, like, doing things that could, like, proactively hurt them. And things that were, like, considered bad. Because one of them, and the one I'm downloading, because one is one Twitch streamer who did it at a college. I'm not going to say who, because I know the individual will take it down. Or won't, because they're not popular. But basically about that, and basically be like, yeah, this is a sample one. But basically, it's going to be like, basically, I'm calling that out, because I think that's a really interesting subject. And the idea is there's going to be a part 2 when it either becomes popular, or I get, like, one bad comment. because then it could be like, oh hey, like no. Oh hey, like guess what? Here's more evidence of why this failed. And like for example, like I would bring like the Ethan Klein drama and be like, this guy like actually support your thing, and instead of like showing reason, or like the Noah Samson clip is a good one. Like, because the point is, like, the people who say that they support it wants a forever war. And there's clear evidence they do. Like, there's a reason why Noah Samson, wait, not Noah Samson. Here's the thing. I'm only calling Noah Samson out for that. I think he's the only one I have some level of respect for. Because he like did a live stream and he put a video. The issue is, if you put Noah Samson for like 5. Oh no, it's supposed to go in there. That would a Dragonblight. It would a gang. Oh, hey Drabwing. Why are you following me? I don't want to be followed anymore. But I think basically that, and then a way where you can do it, where it becomes a better attack thing, which then the second video would be a mammoth opus I have. Literally call, and I came up with it, like, political streamers don't know, are basically the reason why the left lost. Like, and I don't think so. They're reasons, but I made a point because I would explain this to someone, and I'm like, the issue is, like, the issue I see is, you have someone like, yeah, get in the bag. But like, for example, I was saying that to like a random person, it not like, and I'm like, the issue is, if like, dude, if I go online and I see a Hassan Piker clip, like, the issue is, like, or like, for example, you see a Hassan Piker clip, you have like Democrats trying to get him on. You see a Nick Fuentes or Alex Jones clip, you know who does, you know who you don't see with them? Any Republican. And I'm saying any respectable Republican who are not disowned by their own party. Literally, you see AOC there, and you're just sitting there, like, dude, there's like a big funny you can do. Do I have a... Sorry, I'm... Oof. Oh, I forgot you can do that. Wait. But like the point... Where did my little friend go? That I was supposed to take, like, all its money. But no, as I was saying, like, I was... Like, I think it's a good video. I think, like, you can make that, and you can use a sample. I have a sample of a random Twitch streamer. would be big eventually, who did that, and literally talking about like the issues. And like ultimately, I think that would be a very interesting video. Like at the end, it pans out to like, how do you guys think you're winning? Like the whole drama. No one, like, how I'll listen to some guy talk about it, like, how do you, and he would talk, like, out talking to a random person, there were three, let me be clear, there were three people, and this is, like, the idea that came out, like, it was the iDubbbz, and then I made a joke, I'm like, how do you guys think the Democrat will win with iDubbbz? Like what? Like, he goes in, he does that, he loses. Like, here's the thing for most people. He want to be a bread tuber. I'll help him. Do a debate. I will debate you on. I want to make that into a post. I want to record this and put it on Twitter to call him out. I'm doing that. I think it will be funnier. I don't know what to say. I better clip it. It will be so. iDubbbz, I will challenge you to a debate, any topic, within reason. Like I don't want, like you do that. You do within reason. Like, because like the within reason. By the way, I add that because I don't want to like talk for something like actually inhumane, because he thinks that it means he gets an easy win. Like, you have to fight for it. You have to fight for this. It could be about immigration. I don't care if it is. I think that's the strongest one I could win in against him, because like I watched the. I want to mob of the fish. Like, because I would, like, if like a weird thing, if like, if the whole debate for that one will basically boil down to how should they treat them, because I think like that, or it goes into more of his thing where like, why should they not, which then opens up the more major question, which I think you have to kind of go for this debate of law of the, like, you can kind of do like a philosophical debate, but which I know won't happen. I kind of want it to happen because I want to see his perspective of like law of the land rule. Basically, I'm being a little political. I want to debate iDubbbz so badly. Law of the land rule. It basically a idea I came up with. Basically, there are two beliefs in like an area. Law of the land, which is people who want like closed borders, which is like the law of the land matters more, and these are like reasonable art takes, by the way. They're not like, they're like the moderate perspective, because the radical ones are weird. I'm just gonna say it. But like, oh, I thought I got that. But law of the land, basically, the land of the country you're going into matters more than your culture, which most people agree with. Ultimately, Like, you should not be able to, like, murder a bunch of people because your culture says that. Watching the UN thing. They were teaching me good lessons. I don't shoot my. I can't make that joke. I can't make the joke I'm about to make. But like that. Then the law of culture is basically the idea that and when I say culture, I mean through that, like, that ultimately a culture of one individual of the law of the land. It basically should a culture be more powerful than the other, which is it actually a really interesting debate when you get into like the mud and ground of it, because once you get into the mud of that, it's literally like a trick question, because you have to make an argument that a culture should have this a main right to basically prevent I'm not even going to be like an overreach like main Republican, but basically they have that in a way where the ideals of a country is surviving. But you don't, which is a weird statement, but you get into the mud of it. I think it will go into that. I think it also a better debate question than immigration, because the immigration one, I see too many traps, and it is a hard question. I can win on that one. It's not the only one. Weirdly enough, I think a lot of like the big ones I could win. Like, I think because I end up in a weird position where you can counter him because of it. Like, for example, like, say like one topic that like super politically, like, let's say the one where like they're like we're like super political. Now imagine like Ida trying to make that argument, realizing it's a trap. Because, like, for example, I was thinking of ways how the debate goes. And the farmer market I think he will use. Oh. Good job. But, like, the thing I was talking about, if that debate happens, it basically becomes a very more bigger question. Because, like, I was saying, but, like, once you get into the mud, it basically, like, yeah, do you support, like OF model immigrating? Because I think that's a better answer to go right into the mud against him fun. By the way, if anybody debating on like immigration, because I know that his hot topic button that he want to do, which I'll say one thing. If he did that a year prior, he would have been actually his video would have probably actually did a lot better, because that was a hot topic issue of 2024 for many people, and like getting him on like a bread tubing at that moment would have. But like, for example, yeah, but getting back to it, like, you get into that debate, you bring up like OF models. They're true, by the way, can't enter the United States legally. Should they not be allowed? Because ultimately, that's how you win the type of debate against someone. You have to be like, No. I like the fact that my baby is gone. But like it gonna be like that, and it gonna end in like the dumbest argument known to man. Like you see like the debate, it ends in like this one argument. Like that. I think like ultimately. By the way, I'm gonna say that for advice. Do a debate. Like I don't think he will. If he does, I think he's gonna lose any debate. By the way, because the thing with debates, you really want to get good at them. I'm good at, like there are two factors I believe involved in many debates. Your ability to research and your ability to, like, and when I say research, comprehend information. And very good at actually going into the dirt. I don't think he's good at both of them. And I think you will see that in any debate against him. Because debating is studying. Like, you study things. Like, good debaters. Which is, like, by the way, for any right-wing people, it's better than Charlie Kirk by a lot. Will not only read, like, arguments that are good against them, but read argument good against their opponent. Understand the information being provided. And explain why it's bad. And that sounds like, ooh, that sounds evil. But that's literally what you're supposed to do. That way I don't like, okay, I'm gonna say, that way I didn't like the Hassan Willie Mack debate for Hassan Piker, because if you're in an actual debate, you're gonna play it like a, yeah, hello, I'm bored, I'm currently going for axolotls for the newt. But that's what it's saying. Like, and I'm being a little bit controversial talking about how I didn't like one debate. Because basically, yeah. It's an old debate. It's like, I think a couple years back. But it was between two YouTubers. And literally, the funny part was, the whole debate was basically, guy made a video calling out other YouTuber. I'll just say the name. It's the Willie Mack versus Hassan Piker debate. Because it's the funniest debate. If you, because the whole debate, if you think about it, is basically one streamer having issues with another one. The guy didn't watch anything, and he started bringing it back to something else, because he doesn't want to fight the art, because he never watched it and he thinks he knows. It's a funny debate. It's my least favorite debate because like the Hassan Piker doesn't watch it, but it's the funniest because the whole debate was like some guy who got forced to be on a call last minute being like, what would you say that? Would you say that? Like in my video, just watch the video, man. Yeah. It generally a funny debate because it's the only debate I like generally can probably rewatch because it's so chaotic. Because of like it not even I don't if I remember correctly it wasn't even like let me be clear, it wasn't very political. The whole thing was basically about, I remember the video. He basically calling out him for bad journalism. He doesn't watch the video, which basically bad journalism. And the guy thinks he know what happened in the video. Like, it's unironically my second favorite video that, like, in 1% politics. My first favorite one is a Connery's Pants talking to George Santos, which is a disgraced New York governor. And literally, I recommend people watch. I recommend you watch it because he gets it right winger. And I'm not being political, but I think it's funnier, where he starts going in with debating points, like going into like a debate, and he's like, yeah, no, I think we should have, like, one of them, like, George Santos talking about gun rights. It gets funnier. Him talking about that and being like, dude, him bringing up Fortnite because they're playing Fortnite. This is important. Both of them are playing Fortnite. And then, like, he's saying we should probably ban guns from Fortnite if you really want to ban. And then the conversation get derailed when Connor said, hey, oh, quiet guy. Hey, George Sancho, I need a heal. I need a heal. Literally, the conversation ends every other time when Connor eats pants. Just start bringing it back to Fortnite. He like, yo, George, I need a heal. Can you res? You need a res. Hey, we're going into that building. It's so much funnier. Literally, he, and I think that hit Mo. I need to double check. Hold on, I'm having a. Like, I love Opera GX. Woo. Okay. Can I go on YouTube for 5 seconds, game? Okay. It's literally a funny video. Like, it literally. And then, like, afterwards, I remember this. Because there was like a joke. Because I heard some people were saying, like, dude, literally. Well, one of the. I think there were like people who were saying, if I remember correctly, this literally brought back the guy's career. Now, it didn't, because the guy probably in jail, I believe. But it was the funniest thing, because people, like the right people were like, yeah, the guy owned like this very far liberal, and they were joking, obviously, but they're like, you know what, he might. Like, I need and the best part about this, I think it would a week like the Friday before Aiden Ross's Trump stream. So, like, you were getting like that whiplash, and then you were getting the other whiplash. Yeah. I mean, that's not the funniest thing. Hold on. I want to see if this is on main or VOD because I'm checking live just to see the mo. Oh wait, this is. I need a VOD. No, it's. Can that should be pop? It's the second biggest. The first one is with this guy who sounded like Elon Musk, and he started going after him. And then, like, it's funny when you look into it, like, he did Fortnite Friday with guests. He did one with, and lived like about a year. Like, he did one with Zoe Exotic, the Costco guys. And it's funny when he does these, because like I think after the second one with Zoe Exotic, people were like a general complaint. They're like, you're bad at interviews. You're bad at debates. Like, you get into a debate, then you just play. Then when you're done with the debate, but you don't want to do it anymore. You immediately just start saying, "Hey, we're going to get this." Wait. Oh no, I'm remembering one part of it that is even funnier. I think this is the. Oh no, I'm pulling up a meme for this. I have to see if it was this one. I want to pull this up. I want to pull this up badly because this is my favorite scene of. Okay, I have to do it for one. I love how it went into not the one I use. I love. This is my favorite clip out of the whole thing. Oh, let me see if I have. Let me see if it's good volume.
Another default skin, and so you all can make more fun of me.
Oh my god, Shaq's in the item shop. No way. Hold on, wait. Unready. Hold on.
I'm not ready.
Oh no, V-Buck. Hold on.
He literally stopped talking to him. Because Shaq went in the item shop.
How much would you say you've spent on Fortnite so far?
Well, I'm in the Fortnite crew. It's like the best subscription service I own.
So it's
like Netflix, but for Fortnite. I get like V-Bucks every month.
Oh, cool.
I can't gift them the skin. We have to be friends for a week for me to be able to gift the skin.
No, you're good. You're so good. This is just so interesting. Like this entire thing has been so interesting to watch what Fortnite is. You should actually have Ashley St. Clair come on your Fortnite Fridays.
Who the hell is that?
Ashley St. Clair. Go on Twitter, take a look, and you'll see who she is. She's actually a really hot chick who's a mom and a pretty boss bitch. And she says she's really good at she's really good at Fortnite. So
she said
for what
that?
it's worth, yeah. When I told
okay, I'm putting it back, but yeah, I know it crazy. Yeah, I know it crazy. Like literally, like, you have sometimes bad takes, but his interviews, I think Connor does like start doing them again, that with like people like that, I think he would be way more popular. Like, he basically got stars on that. But if he like does that and to like individuals, I think it works. It's just like, it's the fever dream. It's the that's what I'm calling it. Like, okay, I'll say one more thing. That not the that not my the best one, hon. I remember that was the reason. If you want to know a really big fever dream, like a big fever dream. Wait, I have to double check something. If I'm actually I have to make sure. I don't care about GameSpot. I want the YouTube one. And then we're going to mute it because I want to make sure if yeah, you want a really cool fever dream? They're like, I remember the lore of this one. AOC did Among Us, and like normally that would not be interesting. She did it with this guy Toast, Hassan Piker. This is how like Hassan actually got really popular, by the way. If you want like the fun detail, he literally got popular during Among Us era. Because he would just do Among Us with all of them. But the biggest one he did was with AOC, which is the New York represent Ilmar Omar, which were popular politicians in 2020 because they were young. Playing Among Us with them. And I remember one detail because at the time I was listening to like one YouTube. She didn't get an award because it would do the same day she was playing Among Us, and she just didn't turn it in. And it like she would have gotten this award, and it like a very important award to basically get as a first year represent. It like the first year award for doing stuff, and she would like she basically just had to write a report, basically being like, yeah, I'm actually like good at my job. But she would play, but it's way funnier because it's like cringe. It's super cringe. It's like all the Among Us where she starts. It had my favorite line where she just starts saying, "I'm gay. I think this guy." This random YouTuber is marinating me. Like here's the thing. I don't like politics sometimes funny because they play Among Us with you. Or even funnier, they make a whole Fortnite map. And I wish I was joking. Literally the funny thing is a candidate literally made a Fortnite map to get young voters. And the lore, I like the lore of this. Like, if like this, yeah. Funny part is, it would a presidential election, and it was Kamala Harris. There would a Fortnite map made for her by her team they pay money. By the way, broke Fortnite TOS, but didn't get removed. And it called like Freedom Town. I generally looked because there were complaints and they were all funny. Because no, the complaints were, and this is the fun lore detail about it. They banned guns. You couldn't shoot people. And basically, people were mad because you were basically doing a fetch quest of getting stuff for a rally. And so there were nothing to do during the post. There wasn't like a combat zone where you can get that. You literally didn't get anything. It generally... And then, like, people were complaining because they're like... It's a fetch quest where you're done in, like, 15 minutes. And the funny part... And they're like... And you can't do... There's no respawn, and there are no cars. So they went in by a full complaint. It's generally my favorite thing that, like, I could tell someone randomly and they're like, what? Next to one other detail. This... No. Oh. I want to pull this up because it's kind of hard to explain. And I want to see if they have it on YouTube. Do they have the thing? Is it this one? I don't want to pull. No, not this. Where is it? Do I have to look? I'm a little mad. I may have to look this on. I have to see if they... I don't care. If they don't, I can kind of... Where is the... do they not have the VOD? No, not the crazy tax. Okay. I can't find the VOD. It would... But to kind of explain it, because it... Basically, during this election, the VP held a rally at a place, I believe it was Arizona. And they were like, oh, it's gonna be a gaming rally. Because it would getting announced that Tim Walz were going to play World of Warcraft for a rally. And they didn't even bring May a rally. They're saying, oh, he's going to play World of Warcraft. It started. It's a normal rally. And in the top left corner, you just see one of the interns start playing World of Warcraft. Like, literally playing World of Warcraft. Not... Like, literally, like, the funniest thing of that, you see it, and then you see Tim Wall talking, and everyone, like, dude, I think he macroly. They're everyone. But, literally, they literally, announced it as a like he gonna play World of Warcraft, and it failed because he didn't. Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't get that. Fair. You know what? Fair. I gave you life. Yeah, no. Like it's just funny facts you learn when you like look at politics for 1%. It's like you literally have that much fun lore. You have him playing Madden. Like him playing Madden Crazy Taxi. Which is like things I tell people. They don't believe. They don't believe that Tim Wall's playing Crazy Taxi. Like on Twitch. It went big. It like on Twitch. And people were just shocked. Dude, like no one. Because they're like, because half of like, it's sort of interesting. Because my theory of like, it would a VP race, so they're not a lot of important. But like half of it also, like you can make the argument that no one remembers them because they weren't memorable. Like you don't remember it. You don't. It's a VP, so not that it doesn't have to be memorable, but you didn't get the controversies in the air. I mean, they're gonna be, but like you also have like what's happening now, and it's even. I think we're gonna hit the funniest route. Like we have Governor Newsom literally start pretending to be dark woke and start bashing. Where I'm not even joking on this. I have to check which account it is because there's a parody account which acts the same way, and I'm a little mad, but it more like bad. And I have to like genuinely look at it because I can't tell the difference. Like I saw one where the guy making a new song, and then I'm like, oh yeah, he said he called him gay. I don't think that's the official account. I was wrong. It was sad. It was genuinely. I looked at that. I'm like, no wait, this is what? I thought that was fake. Because I'm going like back in my mind. I'm like, why would anybody believe like the press office for governor of California would you call someone that? And then I saw and then I saw the parody, which is even like I don't know, man. But that oof. But you know what I can't wait for? I'm happy. I'm also a little happy today like getting off that to something even funnier. Pokemon have a new Mega evolution for Victory Bell. Which is the funniest thing yet. Because I watched that in the morning. Yeah. Like, I watched that in the morning, I'm like, okay, I figured it out. I don't think if I misclicked. I was too excited, I misclicked. Well, which is like, okay, I got Arbark. Like, literally showing a battle. What? You know what? Fair. At least I don't have to watch a live stream for 5 hours. Which I genuinely hope we get a cool post-game area for it. Like, I at least want to fight the power plants. But generally, I was watching that. That was pretty... I'm happy for that. I'm waiting... Yeah, but like, that pretty good. The only thing I'm kind of a little bummed about. Have you seen the new logo for Cracker Barrel? It's if you don't know, they changed the logo. They removed the man from the Cracker Barrel, which is like, which I'm kind of bummed because that removing the Caesar from Little Caesars, like the mascot. Like, you're removing something that like is literally your brand. It's not like Taco Bell where you could do that, like literally a guy. Like generally, like that like probably the most bum I felt. I'm like, wait, Cracker Barrel changed their logo? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They're gonna modernize. They removed the guy. Like, I thought it was going to be something else. I'm like, I like so much yeah. Dude, it was iconic. Like, oh, I'm pulling. I want to see if they... Like, you know what it kind of looks like now? Hold on, I want to make sure. It's your Golden Corral. That's what I'm calling it. It looks like the Golden Corral logo. And I'm not even... I'm like showing it. Do they have the new logo? Okay, cool. Like, this is Cracker Barrel. Golden Corral. Like, it... Like, beside the color... And probably the logo... It go up... Yeah, like, basically, like, the big loss of individuality... Yeah, no, like... Well, like, they're doing that for every company. Like, the minimalistic style, because the whole point is, what they're saying is, hey, we go super minimalistic. We just save money on, like, probably ink. If that, or they're like, yeah, like, or like, we are too well known, or something. Like, every company going minimalistic. Like, no, they should, but the issue is, if, like, once you go very minimalistic, it's hard to, like, place it apart. Like, yeah, like, do I want to go to Cracker Barrel or Golden Corral? Yeah, no, they're 100% overdoing it. Wait, this is the big one. Like, some other company does it. Like, wait, I want to make, like, Disney does it, and the logo is just like Time New Roman D. Because they're like, we're gonna go more minimalistic. Like yeah, but no, like, all the company going minimalistic. Like, I'm only happy for two. Yeah, but they made their brand off of the minimalistic. If it like, I think that's the big thing. They made their brand for being a minimalistic because of, like, the size of, like, their product. Like, they're not like Pringles, who basically have, like, a big logo and are going in, or like Through the Loom, which were, like, pretty big before they changed. And I think they did change the logo for Through the Loom. Which is like, yeah, I don't, like, I get the whole point. And, like, technically the other point, if you want to make the argument, it meant to be like a fancier thing. Like, you look at a couple companies, they're like, we're fancy because we're minimalistic. So it could be that also. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm also kind of like, so today I reopened an old game I didn't play for a decently long time. I finally reopened Kingdom Hearts Recoded. It's a bad oof. I was playing that and I'm like, oh, this game, oh, I don't have damage. I forgot about this part. Like, okay, I'm in a part of the game where your level is cut off by by a certain percentage until you beat like every world. But the maximum of this. So I would play, and I generally forgot about this when I opened. I'm like, wait, why am I level 6? Why am I all my stat? Oh, I lost a percentage of my stats. It like generally the most like if like the one moment where you're like, you know what, I could be lazy. I'm in the hard part. But like I did, which I'm kind of happy because I generally want to like, one of the things I want to do is start playing a lot of my older ones that I haven't played for a decently long time that I didn't beat, because I have a big backlog, and weirdly enough, like they're all from when I was younger, because of like generally what happened is like I played, like I was playing, I have like a couple, and basically what happened was, it like as like a young kid, if like I did it and then Pokemon came around, and I'm like, I'm playing Pokemon, I beat Pokemon, I'm like, cool. But I'm like, I want to actually beat them and have fun doing this one. I'm like, okay, I think I'm halfway through, or like 10% the way there. But Jimmy, that the next one I want to be probably, like, I have the Pokemon Yellow, which I made a mistake. I should have bought Pokemon Crystal from the Nintendo store. I made too many mistakes. And then I need to check, because I may have that. And like, okay, here's the other thing that going to be a big issue. So another thing I want to do is replay Pokemon Black and White 2, but on the hardware, because I want 100% complete it. You want to hear a cool part? You can't, because I don't want to buy it for the price people are asking, which is $120. Like, the issue is, I either buy it there, or I buy a Japanese copy, which is like $40. And I'm like, I'll at some place. Yeah, no, I would literally, because I went to a garage sale. I go once in a while just to see. I never find it, because, cool fact, garage sale are basically not really. You're sometimes lucky, most of the time not. But I was at one. I'm like, they're closing. I'm like, hey, do you have Pokemon? Do you have a Pokemon game? And they're like, no. And they're like, and they asked me why, and I literally said, oh, I'm trying to get one from like garage sales. They're cheaper to buy them. And he's like, why? I'm like, I'm not paying $120 for a used copy. And like, I told them, and I'm like, the only other way it to like get them, and he was generally shocked. He's like, what? Because a kid like like he knew like his kid were like decently older, probably around generation with DSs, so he like knew like this small thing. I'm like, yeah. But that not even the most shocking. You want to hear what the most shocking is? This is like the funniest thing I learned too. Like most kids, like they look fun. I learned this. Like if you see like a small kid, like stuff, they probably have Pokemon cards. Yeah, like I was shocked because most of like the one I went to. Sorry about that. I had to ask. Someone asked me a question. Really quick. Yeah, but no. Shockingly, a lot of people, literally, a lot of them, will, like, a lot of young kids will, like, immediately give up, and then they do it for a garage sale. So I saw binders, and I'm like, I'm not buying the binders. Like, I could probably make money off them, but I'm not. Because, like, okay, one of them might, like, literally, like, the kid have a full binder. And you knew, like, this was, like, someone who was just collecting for fun. Because it wasn't, like, the professional, like, I have every full art of that one Pokemon card. Which is, like, it was just a random card the kid had. I'm like, you know what? Not. No, yeah, it cool. Hold on. You slow, yeah. Cool. Yeah, but no, but like, they're not. Yeah, but like it one of the most interesting things that I kept seeing, because like I basically made like a mental list of what it always at a garage sale, and it's sort of the most interesting. Like, you see Pokemon cards, you see stuff that are like hidden values. You never see electronics. Like, you see old electronics, like I think like like very small things like hair dryer and all that. You don't see like DVDs players. You don't see any of that. And you especially don't see console for good prices. Or you see them at good prices, but you don't want to pay that. Like, without checking. Like, I saw one. That's true. I saw one for like almost the exact price what you can get a used one at a garage sale. And it was just the box. I mean, they're... Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. But no, like, literally, like, you don't see a lot of electronics. Like, any, like, cool electronics. But also, like, I'm jumping everywhere. We're going. But you know what I want to start? I had an idea. because I came up like, okay, there's this app that I remember a while ago where like you open cards and you look at the value, and it like, and you could sell them, and I'm like, now, like, I saw that, I'm like, okay, that not, like, you open, you scan, and you sell, okay. I saw one, and it's not a joke. Like, I saw, like, the people Pokemon card opening on Shorts. I'm like, oh. I see why you have the app now. I see why. You live stream that? You use the views to open Pokemon cards. You get donations to open more. That Pokemon, like, it was shocking. Like, I didn't, like, I realized you could do that. I didn't realize people were doing that to, like, genuinely make more money. Like, because the guy who did it, like, so every time someone watched this, like, he was basically doing a live stream of it, and he, like, every time, I get $10, I'll open one pack. He opens it, he gets the reaction. And then he scans it, and he like, I could sell this for a lot of money. This is worth $300. He get a buzz, he fake being sad, and then the whole point just for more donations. Because that, like, literally feeling it. And, like, doing the bare math, like, every packet, like, $10 or one sub on Twitch. He opened 20, or 40. He does that. He basically pays for a 50 pack. Not going with the extra cost for the cards themselves. I hate to say it, like, sweet gig. Like, yeah, no, he get paid to lose. Because, like, think about it like this. If he start overreacting on lose, more people will pay him. And you get overly excited. Yeah, you too. Okay, let me... Yeah. No, you better do that. Yeah, you better... Oh, no, not at all. So my thing is William Wilcox, but with the O is a 0. Yes. And yep, you too. Have a good night's rest. Get a lot of sleep. Okay. You know what? Also very funny. I realize. Cool. The heck. I actually like the. No, also what really cool is I saw this also is people like go in like you guys seen like Minecraft TNT videos? Like they go in, they're like they're pre-recorded things or bots. They have the same GIF in the corner of some guy super crying, and they're like, if you guys follow, you will destroy my building. And then like, it literally coded, but like, you know it's fake. And they hold for like what the, you pay me $5, I will move. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. All that. But they literally do that because they want to like get young children to do it, because they're like, oh, I could be devious. Like you see the little kid in the, and you like, it's time to, mother, I am here to be devious, and that means I am going to ask for $10 to ruin this guy's building. The mom said, okay. Come on, be yellow. Oh. How many do I have? If I have, oh, I'll go for 3 more of this. Then I'll end stream. I'm starting to get a little tired. But no, that's probably my favorite. Those are like my least favorite videos to like see, but they're the funniest because like you have the kid, and if like the guy like, if like, boo guys, I feel hurt. Mother, I feel hurt for. And the guy probably not even there. He probably like he probably Bitcoin mining. I do love playing Minecraft. I love the thing I saw. I'm going with this before. Like, I was watching someone talk about view buying on Twitch, and like, you know how easy it is? You just need an alt account. Privated. Go onto Twitch. Watch your account. And you know what? You should do that. And I'm like, what? I could have been being paid 5 months. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, that kind of cringe. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I could have been being paid subs 10 months ago, I could be getting paid on $5 per random subscriber to buy. But I'm like, I'm not doing that. That cringe. I want to do it the old-fashioned way, where you make one video, get canceled on Twitter.com because your video was calling. Okay, one more, and then 2. I think I have 100. No, I need. I hope I have enough so I can get newt, and I get 2 more newts so I can upgrade my newts. So then I don't have to do this anymore. And then I don't have to do the mathematics. And then I don't have to do. Then I could just be happy with hunting fortune. No, but I'm a lease. Okay, this will be the last one, and then yeah, this is gonna be the. I'm gonna end stream. Yeah, today was fun.